Hello everyone. Today in this video we'll be discussing the chemical reactions that carboxylic acids take part in. Now carboxylic acids take part in a lot of reactions. There are a total of 10 reactions. In this video we'll be only discussing the first 4. Coincidentally, the first 4 are quite simple and they are the ones that we have been familiarized in O levels, the general acid reactions with bases and metals. So the first one, as we can see, is the reaction of any carboxylic acid. I've taken the example of ethanoic acid, and that reacts with any metal. I've taken the example of sodium, and when these two reagents react with each other, you will get an ethanoate salt and hydrogen gas. So the name of this salt is sodium ethanoate. So basically a rule is that the metal will combine itself with the carboxylate ion and the byproduct will also be hydrogen gas. Now since there is an observable product over here, we may be asked the observation for this specific reaction at some point in time in the examination. So the salt, which is the sodium ethanoate, that is obviously transparent. It has no color, it is colorless. So that will be not visible. But the observation will be that of the gas. Hydrogen gas is in its gaseous state. So the observation will be that a colorless gas is evolved, and the test for hydrogen gas, if you recall, is that it extinguishes a burning splinter with a pop sound. So this is quite important. It is actually asked in the exam, so not to forget. The second reaction is that of an acid and any alkali or a base. So I've taken the example. We'll just be working with ethanoic acid because it makes things simple in terms of reactions. And the alkali that I've taken is sodium hydroxide. Again, this will give a carboxylate salt, and in this case it gives the same salt, sodium ethanoate, and it will also give the byproduct of water. So keep in mind that this entire product will be that the salt is dissolved in water, right? So that is it. And the next reaction that we'll be doing is acid and carbonates. So again, any acid, I've taken ethanoic acid, and it is reacting with sodium carbonate, and that gives off 3 products if you recall. It gives sodium ethanoate, water, and carbon dioxide. Now water will be in its liquid state and carbon dioxide will be in gaseous state. So again, an observation can be asked for this reaction. The observation, if you remember the test for carbon dioxide gas, is that an effervescence of colorless gas will be present. Effervescence means bubbling. So out of the water we will see bubbles coming out, and that will be colorless. And we can also see that the bubbles will turn lime water milky. Now this is a phrase that we've been used to seeing throughout the past years. But what exactly does this mean? Lime water is turned milky. Lime water is calcium hydroxide. It is aqueous calcium hydroxide. That is the chemical formula for lime water. When carbon dioxide is passed through calcium hydroxide, we get calcium carbonate and water. Calcium carbonate is an insoluble salt, so it will be in its solid state and it is a white solid. Keep that in mind. So if it is a white solid, it will appear chalky or milky. So that is why we say that lime water will turn milky upon contact with carbon dioxide. So that is the reaction, and you have to keep this in mind. This is a very important reaction. Now the last reaction that we'll be covering in this video is similar to the previous one. It is that of an acid with hydrogen carbonates. Now it makes no difference because the products, when an acid is reacted with sodium with a metal carbonate and a hydrogen carbonate, is the same. The products over here are also sodium ethanoate, water, and carbon dioxide. The reagent is sodium hydrogen carbonate. So keep in mind that this is the hydrogen carbonate ion. So it's just an added reaction, nothing peculiar about it. And that is it for this video. Thank you.